Okay, hey guys, it's Brooke again. Day 2 of videos. Yeah, day 2. I'm kind of late making this one because I just have had a lot of stuff going on, especially with school and everything like that, and with Ray being gone right now, I'm just kind of like, but whatever. So this is second video, talking about my no uniform policy, because believe it or not, I did have one. How I felt when he first enlisted. Did I ever consider leaving him? Why I didn't leave him? How we prepared? And the last week I had with him before he left for boot camp. You guys like my hoodie? I got it recently. I feel like I'm wearing a hoodie every time I make a video. But anyway, sorry, my family's being really weird downstairs. They're making a bunch of noise. I'm trying to figure out what it is. But anyway, how I felt when he enlisted. Well, that brings me to my no uniform policy, because I did have one. I was always that girl that would say, like, I'm never going to wait around for a guy type thing. I'm independent and I have to do my own thing. I would never, like, want to have a family with a military guy just because I didn't want to, like, raise my kids and have their dad being gone for a really long time. And I just thought it was never a life for me. I could just never imagine myself doing it. First of all, just because I didn't think I was that strong. Like, I didn't understand how women could do that. I couldn't ever see myself being away from my husband or my boyfriend for that long. So when he told me he enlisted, we were on the phone. It was this past January, and we were on the phone, and I was asking him about college, actually. I was asking, like, where are you going to go to college? Like, where are you thinking? Because at this time he was still a senior in high school. And he was like, well, I'm not. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And he was like, well, I'll tell you something. And I was like, oh, God. Like, I just thought he wasn't going to go to college. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't know if my parents are going to, like, let me date a guy that's not going to go to college. My parents are, like, really strict. But, so in my head, I was just like, he's about to tell me he's not going to go to college, and I don't know how that's going to go down and all that stuff. But he was like, I actually talked to a recruiter earlier this week, and I don't think I'm going to go to college. I think I'm going to go to the Marine Corps. And I was like, what? You're going to go to the Marine Corps? Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. Like, this is out of nowhere, blah, blah, blah. Basically, I flipped my shit on him, and I was like, you can't go, you can't leave me, I don't want to be here without you, I can't do this, I'm not strong enough to do that. And then I ended up making him cry because he felt so bad. Like, I just made him feel so bad about leaving me and stuff like that. And then, like, as soon as he started crying, I was crying, and I was just like, I'm sorry, like, if you wanna go to Marines, go ahead and do it, blah, blah, blah. And so I was still upset about it, but I'm always that kind of person that's like, if it makes you happy, then I'm happy. So he told me, and like for the first week after he told me, I was just kind of like blah. But then maybe like 2 weeks later, he was like, okay, so I have my date for when I'm going. And I was like, when is it? And he was like, July. And then automatically I like flipped out on him again. I was like, July, that's in 6 months, blah, 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 blah. Like, what are we going to do for 6 months and everything? And then I kind of just, I don't know, like, I swallowed my pride, I guess you could say, and I was just like, well, you know what, we only have 6 months, we might as well just make it work. And so, like, for those 6 months, I, like, tried to hang out with him as much as I could. I was with him every day at school, every day after school, because he did wrestling, and I was the wrestling manager. And so I saw him every day after school. We hung out every Saturday. The only day we really didn't see each other was Sunday, every Sunday. And so I went to Florida with him. I'm rambling. I'm getting bad on time. We went to Florida before he left, like in June. He left in July, and we went to Florida in June. And that was like kind of like our last like big vacation together. So that leads me to, did I ever consider leaving him and why I didn't? Okay. No, I never considered leaving him. I thought about it, and I was like, this could make or break our relationship. Like, I was preparing myself for the worst. I thought that, you know, with him being gone all the time, of course, I didn't know if I could be strong enough. I didn't know the first thing about boot camp. Okay, here's one which is, I didn't know the first thing about boot camp. I didn't know like if there was gonna be girls there, if he was gonna have like temptation to do stuff with them. I was gonna have temptation. I don't know. But I didn't leave him because obviously, I mean, we had already been dating a year at that time, and I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna throw away a year relationship because he's going to the military. That's just ridiculous to me. So I mean, I decided that I was gonna do my best. I was gonna try my hardest. I mean, I knew deep down, I kind of knew I could do it. It's just I didn't want to. It just wasn't the life for me, and I never, like when I was going through high school, I had a set plan of what I wanted to do and like all of this stuff. And then when he like told me he was going to the military, it just kind of like changed everything. Like, because I knew I wanted to be with him. Like ever since we got together, I knew I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. And so for him to say that he was going to the military, I just kind of it like wiped all that stuff out and made like a whole new clean slate, and I had to start from the beginning of like planning my life out and planning my life around him being in the Marine Corps and all that stuff. So let's see, where am I at? How we prepared? I don't know. Like I said, when he told me in January, we spent as much time as we could together for the next 6 months until he had to leave. When we went to Florida together, I really soaked up that time with him because I knew that this was going to be like our last big vacation, and like for a while until we got married or anything like that, because I knew he wasn't going to have leave and all that stuff. My hair is being really weird today, and I don't like it. So sorry, I keep touching my face. It's just my hair. It's getting on my nerves. So we didn't really prepare for it. We just kind of took it a day at a time. I didn't want to like think about it. I tried my hardest not to think about it. Every day like would go by, and like I would look at my calendar and I'm like, crap, it's like another day's gone by, like one day closer to you leaving and all this stuff, and it was like crazy. My last week with him, I don't even remember really. I think we hung out as much as we could, because by this time it was the summertime, so I didn't have school. So I think I was with him every day for the last week that he was home, and I was over at his house. I hung out with his family a lot. The last night he left, the last night before he left, I spent the night with him, and we slept on the floor of his little sister's room because we weren't allowed in his bedroom. So we slept on the floor of his little sister's room, and I didn't sleep at all. Like I stayed up all night just like laying next to him and just thinking about everything, like how my life like starting the next day was going to be changed forever. So I didn't sleep at all. So I woke up the next, well, I didn't even wake up. The sun came up and I was still awake, and he left, and I'll talk about him leaving in the next video that I make. But yeah, he overall him leaving was really different. I don't know how to describe it really, but yeah, I think that's it for this video. Let's see. Yeah, that's it for this video. I'll make a new video like right now and talk about the next stuff. But yeah, if you guys have questions or anything, just ask us in the comment, or you can email us at semper5girlfriends@gmail.com. Anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, we're always here for you guys. I know that things can get tough and everything like that, and it's always good to have somebody to talk to, especially around your age. So we're here. We give advice. I give good advice. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're here for you guys. You just guys have to talk to us whenever. But okay, see you guys next time. Bye guys.